Countdown or something. Oh, we are live. There we go.
We're here.
Hey, we're here. Okay, everybody. So, welcome to the Playground Buzz. This is our first installment. We've got Claire Wright with us, joining us today.
What's going
Um,
on?
yes, hello, hello. Um, Let me change this and bring you so they
Oh,
can
whoa.
see.
There we go.
There we go. All right, Claire. So good to meet you. We haven't really spoken too much, but it's been a pleasure just to interact with you. And I wanted to start off first by saying Claire Wright. Like, I don't know, but that just sounds like a perfect star name. Like you've got it all. You've got it all going for you. The look,
Oh,
the
thank you.
name. I don't know who this is here. The
Oh,
dog and
that's Captain.
yeah. So we'll have to him. Is it a him?
Yeah, it's him.
We'll have to talk about him because when your manager came to the playground the other day and dropped off these flyers, that was instantly, who's the dog? Why is the dog in there? So
That's
you'll have to give
awesome.
us the backstory on that.
I love it. Yeah, so Captain is my golden retriever, and he comes just about everywhere with me. But I'm like, I put him in as much content as I can, so that he's a part of me. He's
Yeah,
in on the fun.
yeah, for sure. It's definitely, different, and it is easy to tell that, he means something to you.
Aw.
So awesome. My first question to kick things off is what was breakfast for you today? I'm just curious. What does Claire Wright eat for breakfast in the morning? We're shooting this at
Dude,
10 o'clock.
some days I have a nice healthy smoothie. This morning I had a little bit of a hangover and a quick half a bagel before jumping on here with you.
I like the honesty. I like the honesty. And I'm the same way. I'm a smoothie. I've been doing the fruit kind of cleanse and stuff like that. And I really don't break I haven't ate yet myself. I don't usually eat
There
till
you
about
go.
11 o'clock.
Dang, you're
Two
you're
cups
making
of
me feel
coffee
bad.
though. Two
Yeah,
cups of
there you go.
coffee,
I'm
you
rocking the
know.
coffee.
Right on, right
I
on.
got I got
So
my fruit intake yesterday, all in the form of pina coladas. This is my first
there
day on
you
the island.
go. There you go. And let everybody know where you're at right now.
So I'm on Oahu, and I grew up coming to Hawaii, but this is my first time on Oahu, so it's been cool to kind of explore and look around.
Awesome. Cool. Yeah, I guess that's a perfect segue into just kind of who are you? Who's Claire Wright? Where do you come from? What's your background and what brings you out to this tropical paradise?
So I am from Northern California. So grew up on the West Coast. Been a singer songwriter, full time for a couple years now, but been trying to do it for much longer than that. So coming to Hawaii, growing up, island music has always been just massively inspiring for me. So this is a really, really cool full circle opportunity to get to come and embed myself in the culture as much as I can and learn more about the music that I love.
Right on. What part of Northern Cal? I'm from California myself, so I may
Oh,
be able to kind of relate.
there
Where are you
you
from
go.
exactly?
So I'm from Auburn, which is up near like Truckee, Tahoe area,
Okay, perfect.
north of
So
Sacramento, east
you
Sacramento.
s- you surf now, but I'm assuming you've had to be on a snowboard or skis or something, and.
Yeah, it's definitely grew up snowboarding and surfing. I lived in Southern California for a while, but I still, I get on a surfboard. We got work to do, but I have a good time.
Yeah,
So
right on, right on. Um, yeah, one of my favorite songs, that you have on your new album. By the way, congratulations on
thank
that.
you, thank you so much.
When let everybody know your new album just dropped the 7th.
Yeah. My debut album, Setting Out for the Sun, dropped on July 7th. It's 10 songs, I believe, of just all songs I've written with friends. And it's a soundtrack to my life, if you will.
And it's really good, guys. I listened to it. I know an album is really good when you don't have to hit next or skip. And I
Oh,
didn't
I
have to
like
do that. I
that.
listened through. I listened through the whole thing. It was really good. Um, and the fact that it dropped on 7/7, is that something in particular? 7 is my favorite number, and I
Wow.
hold that number near and dear to me. So, was there any
Well,
reason
I did
behind
it
that?
for you. Honestly, no, actually, it just kind of worked out that way, but I didn't even think about that. That's really cool.
Yeah, yeah. But speaking of surfing, you have a song on there with is it Surfer Girl?
Yeah, Surfer
Or
Girl. So, yeah, that's a band. They're out of the East Coast and they just have a really cool beach pop vibe. So, I have a song called
yeah,
All I Want to Do. and it's about surfing. And sure enough, Surfer Girl jumped on it, so it worked out to be a good little summer anthem.
Yeah, for sure. I enjoyed that one. So how long have you been, surfing, and when you pick that up?
So, well, my affinity for the beach started as a kid because my grandma lived in Santa Cruz growing up. And so, one, I just love my grandma very much, but I also love Santa Cruz. So that is kind of where that all started. I heard Bob Marley for the first time on her balcony in Pleasure Point and was like, okay, I can get down with this. And so would, play in the water as much as I could growing up. And then I ended up moving to the beach for a while. And that's, where it all began.
That's kind of crazy. Right before coming out here to Maui, I was in Santa Cruz visiting my grandparents as
No
well.
way. Oh my
Yes,
gosh.
yes, yes. Santa
Simulation.
Cruz is Santa Cruz is very near and dear to my heart too,
Oh,
and that's
it's the
kind of my
best.
introduction of the beach. But now, living on Maui and being on Maui, it's like we're spoiled. I look at my Santa Cruz beach
Oh
in
my
such a different light. They're so
gosh.
complete, they're so different, but the vibes and the energy around those areas,
Mhm.
are just very special.
100%. And that was honestly like my introduction in loving this vibe and genre of music that I've, found myself in was the ability to take, the feeling. You smell the ocean air, you see a palm tree, suddenly you're like, okay, whatever's going on, like at least just for a quick minute, I can forget it if I'm in the ocean. Or my goal with a 3 minute song is like, okay, you listen to this for 3 minutes. Your problems are still going to be there, but at least for this little pocket of time, you can relax for a quick second. So that's,
Yeah,
I
a
enjoy
hundred
that. The
percent.
vibe. It's all about the vibe.
Of course, yeah, and you can really feel that, in your music and listening. Your lyrics, definitely hit and touch, and
Oh,
you're not
thanks.
just saying random catchy things. Although you do have a flow. You almost, I'm a big hip hop and rap,
Oh,
guy,
heck
and
yeah. Me too.
you've got some of that in your songs too, which I find very
Thanks.
cool.
Thank you.
So to touch on that a little bit more, I mean, you write everything yourself, right?
Yeah, yeah, I do. I co-write a
Eh,
lot as well, but yeah.
Okay. And what does that writing process kind of look like for you? I mean, does stuff just pop up randomly and you jot it down, or take us through, what it's like making a song?
It depends on every song has its own story, but it's anytime I'm evoked a feeling, whether that's excitement or sadness or whatever, and it makes me feel something, I'm like, okay, there's a song there. Or if I don't know what to do with my emotions, I put them into a song. Or sometimes someone
Yeah.
will just say something, and I'm like, oh, that'd be a really sick song. I'm gonna write that down. So it kind of just depends. There's no two songs are the same process, which I think is kind of cool.
Yeah, it sounds like a really just kind of go with the flow type of, you're in the
Yeah.
moment and it kind of comes to you. One song of yours on the album, you know, I could tell that it was made that way. It's that Colorado
Oh
song.
yeah. It's
You
funny.
want
There's
to
oh yeah,
you
yeah.
want to
I
speak on that a little bit? Go ahead.
oh yeah, no. I love that song. So I wrote that song. Can you say that? Can you say you love your own song? I wrote that song. I was living in Nashville at the time, and I'd left Southern California, left the beach to go pursue songwriting full time. And my best friends lived in Colorado and Southern California still at the time. So we met up in the middle in Colorado and just had this epic trip. We snowboarded, we had way too much fun. And we're in the airport, one's staying, one's leaving this way, one's going this way. And we're like, oh my gosh. Like, so there's this
Yeah.
like nostalgia to that song, knowing like we had this moment in time that will maybe never get again. And so you can feel that in the lyrics for sure.
No, 100%. I could tell that trip or experience, meant a lot to you. And, just knowing your background of California and spending time in Hawaii and stuff, I was wondering why you were in Colorado and why you decided
I
to
just
write
want
a
to
song.
sing about really pretty places so I can go there, No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so yeah, I love Colorado.
Awesome. Cool. So Maui, Maui is different than anywhere. For me, Maui is
Hmm.
very special and near and dear to me. Why are you, excited to come to Maui, or maybe you're not excited to come to Maui.
Oh, I
I
am.
Okay.
So
Let us know,
excited.
put Maui on the map. What's up with
Oh, I
Maui?
love Maui. I mean, you can do just about anything on Maui, which I like. It's different from California, but similar in the way that you can drive 30 minutes and have a completely different atmosphere. And I really
Yeah.
enjoy that as someone whose attention span is very little. But oh my gosh, I mean, I remember driving the road to Hana and being like, this is not planet Earth. Like, this is so beautiful and incredible. And, there's just the people are great, the sights are great, and I'm excited to be there. Yeah, I grew up coming out. I
Yeah.
had cousins that lived there for a long time, and so yeah, I love Maui.
Right on. Yeah. Maui is like you said, that being able to be in Kihei, which I call the desert, and
Mm-hmm.
then going up country and being in the trees, it almost feels like you're in San Francisco with the redwoods, and then
Yeah, it's
you go
so
to
cool.
Hana. You go to Hana, and it's just like you said, it's a different planet, and then you go to the crater, it feels like you're on Mars, and it's just Maui is a very, very special place, and that's kind of one of the reasons why we started the Playground Buzz is just to like shine light, even more light on why Maui is so special and why artists feel so attached to this place.
Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, yeah, we need to tell everybody about it, but not too many people. They start coming.
Yeah, yeah,
Just
for
kidding.
sure. Keep it a
She
secret, guys. Keep
she
it a
says
secret.
as she gets off an airplane to come here. Yeah, no, I'm really excited. Oh my gosh.
So let's go. Let's take a few steps back.
Okay.
I have a little bit of information on your first song that you wrote at the age of 16, was it?
Yes, yes. So I'd always loved writing just stories as a kid, anything I could. And I was at a summer camp in Kona, actually,
Okay.
and I wrote my first song. I just was like so just inspired by my surroundings, and I'd been messing around singing, covers of songs in my bedroom, and I wrote a song, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is that feeling I've been looking for my whole life. And
Yeah.
yeah, it just so happened to be in this beautiful place.
Who got the pleasure of hearing that first song? Who's kind of who do you do it for?
Nobody.
Uh-huh.
Nobody. I didn't show anybody. But then one of my cousins, actually, I ended up showing her, and she's like, okay. And she's the one that taught me guitar. So that was a good full circle.
Yeah. So is that, I mean, are you you come from a musical family or,
I
you
guess so.
know,
I never thought I did, but then actually you look around and almost everyone plays an instrument. I come from my brother growing up was a professional mountain biker. So we had dirt jumps in our backyard, a half pipe in the side yard, and then my cousin and I would be sitting on the front porch playing the guitar. So we're a busy family, and sometimes musical instruments happen to fall into that.
yeah, yeah, for sure. Where do you fall? How many siblings and where you kind of fall in your family dynamic?
I am the baby sister. I got one older brother and then lots of cousins.
Lots of cousins.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool, cool, cool. And then you said Kona, was that kind of your first introduction to the islands and stuff
No,
like
I
that
grew
or
up going to Kauai since I was little. I took my first steps on Kauai actually as a little
Kauai?
baby. Yeah. Yeah, I know my family's just always absolutely adored Hawaii. So yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And let's talk a little bit more about, who are you bringing to Maui with you on July 16th? I see a little name down here, right?
Tavana, my dude. So I actually haven't gotten to meet him yet, but we're meeting today and going to get to jam, which I'm really stoked. We've been corresponding, but yeah, he's a local guy and he's just so good. He has like a bluesy element to him and then he's singing about Honolulu, but you feel like you're listening to like a backwards blues song. It's really cool.
Right.
Sick.
Right. Yeah. What is it like working with, people like that and, you're just kind of getting some traction and you've got some really cool features, Iration and G Love and, we talked about Surfer Girl and stuff like that. What is that like for you?
It's absolutely insane. I mean, for me, like growing up listening to music, the sign of a true artist is the ability to collaborate. Because I think you got to be humble and be open and be vulnerable with other artists. So there's something really empowering about getting to work with other people and share that like kismet experience. Not to mention these people that I've looked up to my whole life, as a musician. So then to get to work together is kind of like I'm waiting for like Ashton Kutcher to come out and tell me I'm like this is a joke because it's just absolutely insane. It's unreal, honestly.
Yeah. How do you, there's people probably listening that have aspirations to do stuff just like this and come up the way you did, how do they start, How did you start? How did you get the
I
ball rolling?
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I mean, I suppose that's the hardest part is just doing it. Whatever you can do, just freaking do it. Don't be afraid of being annoying or being, you know, coming across the wrong way. Just put yourself out there, put yourself in front of people, and if they like it, great. If they don't, the train keeps rolling. So I literally like I was going to school in Orange County and I found a recording studio on Yelp, sent them an
Uh,
email and said, "Hey, I want to make music. I'd love to show it to you." They're like, "All right, come down." And ended up getting my first ever co-write there, and it was with a guy that was the drummer in Sugar Ray, Stan Fraser, amazing, amazing human. And it just was one of those things. It's like, yeah, that's a really odd story and like very random. But if I'd never, had the guts to just send that email, who knows? And hey, I also he could have ignored the email and never answered, and the trajectory of my life could be different, but that would be okay too. So I don't know. I would just say don't be afraid. My mom always
yeah.
says, you opened a can on this one, but my mom always says growing up, if you don't question yourself, no one else can. And so that I just go, okay, I don't question myself, so you don't get to either. Here we go.
Right.
But it's not
Yeah.
easy, it's fun, not for the faint of heart. So you got to love it too.
It is scary, it is definitely scary. You go from sending that message you said on Yelp to look where we're at now, or look where you're at now, and you're sitting on the number two on Maui now, things to do,
That's crazy.
that,
That's so cool.
yeah. I mean, it's got to start coming full circle. And like you say, you're waiting for somebody to pinch you and say, "Hey, wake up. This is a dream." But
Yeah.
no, you made it happen by taking that leap of faith and putting yourself through that hard, challenging
Oh,
situation,
thank
and
you.
not allowing fear to, kind of take over as it does for so many people. It's not an easy thing to do,
Mm-mm.
you
And
know.
honestly, it's only just begun, but I don't know. I think when you're meant to do something and you really
Yeah, sorry, no, I lost you for just a second, but we look like we're good. You brought up your oh, I lost audio too. Let's figure this out for a second. Can you hear me? Let's see. I wonder if I have no audio on you.
hello?
There it goes. There it
Ah,
goes.
yes. Boom.
Perfect. Okay.
Okay, we're back.
We're gonna have stuff like that happen for the very first time. So bear with us, guys. Bear with us. Perfect. Yeah, I wanted to bring up you mentioned your mom, and you know it sounds like she might play a role in kind of giving you the courage and talking you through some of that stuff. Do you mind sharing a little, maybe a story or something? Shout out
Yeah.
moms.
Oh, I know. Oh gosh, I don't know what I would do without my mom. She's the type of person. If there's a cone, she'll move the cone. If there's a red rope, she's gonna go under it, and she's gonna make herself be a part of wherever she is. And she was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis when I was 10. And my mom is the brightest, bubbliest human you'll ever meet in your life, but she has really gnarly health battles, and it's a daily fight for her, but she shows up with a smile no matter what. And there's never been an absence of love when she's had ample opportunities to give up, and she never does. And so that, for me, it's like waking up with a spirit of gratitude for my health, for just anything that comes makes all these little wins and these things just that much sweeter, because they're like the cherry on top of health and life and the important stuff.
Yeah, no, 100%. It sounds like she's kind of just taught you that no matter what the situation is, you have it in you to make the most of whatever, and to
Exactly.
kind of change the perspective and the way that you look at things. And she sounds like an amazing, inspiring person.
Oh, heck yeah.
Cool. So with that being said, I mean, tell the people a little bit more about you and what's your mission and what is your goal and why are you making the type of music you do. Again, guys, you got to check out the album.
Oh, thank you.
I'm not lying when I say I didn't skip it. It's is it something that I would have looked for, with my taste? And no, but that with that being said, that's a compliment to say that I listened to the
Thank
whole
you.
album and I really enjoyed it.
It
So
was
what is,
looking for you.
yeah, yeah. I'm so like I was so excited and stoked after hearing that. I'm like, cool, let's get this thing rolling. You sound like such a cool person. I want to learn a little
Oh,
bit more
thanks.
about you. And so what is the mission behind this first project?
My setting out for the sun is the album name, and there's a lot of layers to that. But for me, that was just the meaning would be always looking for the light, because sometimes it's hard to see, but it's always going to be there. Sometimes you got to work a little harder to find it, but there's always going to be that sunshine and that light. And for me, music has always been an escape and a place where I can bring myself down to earth when I'm spiraling or spinning out. And so my goal for that was to give other people the feeling that, Jack Johnson has given me. Like in one song, I'm like, okay, inhale, exhale. So this song, and then also honestly, just to remind people to have fun, because life is short, and like, let's have a freaking good time. Let's drink one too many pina coladas and let's enjoy ourselves. So it takes you on a journey of kind of just not taking yourself too seriously, and that would be my goal, I guess, to share that essence.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. There's a lot of you guys listen to the music. There's a lot of, I don't know, spinning the top off, popping the top off on a bottle and enjoying just enjoying the present moment. I heard that in a couple of songs, but that's who you are and you're not afraid to share that,
Hey,
It's really cool. A lot of people try to hide certain things like that, and you can see it when you meet somebody that's very genuine and true. The energy kind of radiates, and
thanks.
that's something I can see in you. So that's really cool.
Thank you. Yeah.
um I guess if you didn't have this music outlet and it wasn't happening the way it is, so dreamlike, what else would Claire Wright kind of be doing on the daily?
I
Where
don't
would
want
you
to
be
know.
without?
I don't want to know. No, I don't know. Probably something highly dangerous and adrenaline inducing to keep myself occupied, I guess. I don't know. My dog.
Yeah, yep, for sure,
No,
for
music has
sure.
always been, it's the path. It's it.
Mhm. That's it. Yeah. So I guess that you hear that, guys. It's like, what you would be doing if you could do it for the rest of your life and just attack it with all of that, because it sounds like there's no plan B, right? You're all
Now,
in.
that's it.
Yeah.
Here I am.
Yeah. Yeah. Perfect. That's inspiring to hear. That's
Aw.
inspiring to hear because people, the people that aren't necessarily doing that, they're passionate about something, but they only spend, a couple hours or a couple minutes here and there doing it. And it's hard, and that's where you said music is that outlet for you. Um, Same thing for me, growing up, it's like you can really relate to some of these people because they're telling you, again, they're speaking from a place of just truth and vulnerability. And
Yeah.
um, yeah, just create. I think that's one of our biggest things as human beings. We're put on this planet to create and to learn and to teach,
Mm.
and to enjoy the present moment, like you just said. So perfect. Let me go over a couple more of my notes here to make
Yep.
sure that we kind of hit on everything. But again, you guys can buy tickets at theplaygroundmaui.com.
Heck
Find your
yeah.
tickets for the show July 16th. Come on out and support Claire Wright because it's going to be an awesome show. You can tell by the energy, you can tell by the smile on her face that she's excited to be coming. When do you fly? When are you
Heck
going to be
yeah.
here? When are you going to be on the
Um,
island?
so I play in Honolulu on Friday, and then on Kauai Saturday, and then I'm cruising out to Maui Sunday. And then I'm going to hang out for
Perfect.
a bit, a couple days after, because we got to get my fix.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah. So we got to get this out and live to everybody so they can hear about it on all the other islands and get it on your social media. You want to shout
Heck
yourself
yes.
out? Where can they find you, the album, everything? Do a little
Yeah, yeah.
promotion.
Yeah, come say what's up. Over on my Instagram is where I kind of keep things updated. It's Claire Wright Music, and the album's called Setting Out for the Sun, and you can find it on all the streaming platforms.
Yes, yes, you can. And by the way, her Instagram and her, you have a very good personality and comical, and the way you guys, promote it, it's different, it's unique. I enjoy watching your reels, your TikTok, I don't know,
Oh my
all of
gosh,
that type
thank
of stuff.
you.
Yeah, no,
Sweet.
it was really cool. It's done very professionally, and
Oh,
like you said,
thank you.
you can tell that you take it you take it serious.
Oh yeah.
Um, so again, one last time, guys, you guys can buy tickets at theplaygroundmaui.com. Go ahead and get those locked in. The sooner the better, because I have a feeling the show is going to do some numbers and really
Woohoo.
do some good things. Come out and meet Claire. With that being said, Claire, since this is our first installment of the Playground Buzz, I want you to take a second and maybe think of a question you would ask somebody that is going to be on a show like this. I want to kind of start a tradition of, you
Ooh,
know,
I like that.
does that kind sound kind of fun? You never know if you're going to have a comedian on. The playground is very versatile, and we'll have a comedian, we'll have singers, we'll
I
have a whole
love it.
bunch of stuff. So what is a question you would leave for our next guest?
I could hit him with a doozy, should I?
You could.
What?
I'll probably save it for the end. I'm not gonna start off the show by saying, "Hey, guess who left you this nice juicy question?"
Okay, what I want to know is when was the last time you cried?
Ooh,
That's my party trick.
wow. When was the
Maybe
last?
maybe that's too serious. Maybe it's not serious enough.
No, I think it's depending on who it is.
Okay, I'll hit
It's
him.
gonna
I'll hit
be.
him with another one.
Go ahead.
What do you eat on your pancakes?
Ooh,
I guess.
what?
Does everybody do maple syrup?
No,
No.
I don't think so. You can go with spreads. You can
Banana.
go with yeah.
That's a more lighthearted question. You can see who you want to like bully a little bit and hit him with the cry question if you want to.
For sure. For sure. All right.
Just kidding.
Which
Just kidding.
which one of those two questions do you want to answer for the people here?
Well, I definitely cried yesterday because I was so overwhelmed with being here. It's so beautiful and amazing. But those are happy tears, so that's kind of doesn't count. But
It does count. Tears are tears. People need to know that it's okay to cry, whether it's from,
yeah, look
being
at us.
sad, being happy, being angry. I cried yesterday too,
Yeah,
actually.
because you were so excited to talk to me.
Exactly.
And my pancakes I just usually do whipped cream and maybe some strawberries.
Awesome. Cool. My last question to you is going to be super simple, super basic. What does a perfect day look like for you? Um, you know, a day in the life of Claire Wright. If everything was going perfectly, what would that day look like for you?
Oh my gosh, I don't know. Lately, well, I guess this was in the winter, but wake up, have a cup of coffee with my fiance and my dog, walk in the backyard. We got some goats, hang out, have some coffee, head up the hill, snowboard all day, get sushi to go, and watch a movie. That's my like perfect day for sure. Oh,
Yeah.
and play a show and promote my album.
There you go. That's cool. We got to hang out then, because that sounds like awesome. Honestly, that sounds like a great
Deal.
day.
Right?
So super excited to see you again. Last time, guys, July 16th, come out and support at the Playground Maui. Get your tickets early. Don't wait to get them at the door like everybody else does. Those locals love to do that. So tell them you guys got to get on it, and
Buy
let's
them
pre-sale
ahead.
some. Yeah, let's
Let's
pre-sale
do
some
it.
tickets. So Claire,
I
thank you so
love it.
much for being
Thank
our
you,
first
Aaron.
guest.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Yes, me too. So stick around for just a second. I'm going to end this broadcast, but thank you. Really
Yeah,
appreciate
thank
you.
you so much. See you guys on Sunday.
Yes, it's coming up. All right. Bye bye. Okay.